Sorrows, tears, and blood as herdsmen turn Ogun community to slaughter field. About 29 villages in Yewa North local government area, Ogun State, have been attacked in recent times by terror herdsmen who were said to have camped at Egwa, a neighboring town from where they moved with their herds of cattle, ravaging farmlands within the Ketu Yewa communities, which share borders with the Republic of Benin. The villages include Ateru, Moro, Ologun, Agbon, Igbota, Ogumba, Ayetoro, Okiode, Ibore, Gbokoto, Iselu, Ijale, Ohumbe, Igbeme, Owode, Ketu, Iga, Alade, Lashilo, Ọjà, Ọ̀dà, Ateru, Moro, Ologun, Iyanameta, Ogboro, Egbeda, and Kuse. The armed herdsmen, who usually lead their flock in search of pasture because of the rich vegetation in the Ketu-speaking villages, have also been fingered in the destruction of cash crops belonging to natives, attacks, killings, and raping of women who are mostly natives of the community. On January 10, 2020, herdsmen reportedly hacked 70-year-old Basola Ilo to death and chopped off his son Abidemi's hand in broad daylight at Agbon village. Worried by the incident, villagers from the 29th communities staged a rally in protest and declared the herders personnel non grata. One person was reportedly killed on Tuesday, May 5, 2020, when suspected herdsmen abducted a policewoman and injured two others in separate attacks in Ayetoro area of Yewa North local government area. The herdsmen who had laid siege to the road were said to have shot dead the driver of a commercial bus commuting from Abeokuta to Ayetoro, while the unidentified female police officer attached to the police area command in Ayetoro was abducted, and the car she drove was abandoned at the roadside. The herder also allegedly stabbed one Segun Ileyemi at Olorunda village several times while trying to rob him of his belongings, and he had to be rushed to Ayetoro General Hospital for treatment. The lawmaker representing Yewa North and Imeko Afon Federal Constituency, Honorable Olaifa Jimoh, had condemned the spate of attacks, urging security agencies to save the village's lives. Jimoh said it is no longer news that the dastardly act of the Fulani herdsmen in my constituency is legendary, as records are available at various offices of security agencies. But for how long will this continue? How long will this continue? How long will this continue? President Mobari, I want to believe that you are seeing this. You will not see this attack that the Fulanis are carrying out on communities and states. Only when they decide to quit them, that is when you will be aware, and that is when you now want to take action. You can see. My viewers, hope you can see. The presidency is not taking note of this attack. It is only when the community have made a decision on them and tell them to leave, that is when it will now rise up. He didn't hear when these Fulanis were attacking the Oyo State and Ondo State. Only when they made a decision that they should leave, that is when he rose up and said no to that. You can see the injustice we are still talking about. This is Yewa local government area in Southwest. You can see this is another place where these Fulanis are presently attacking as we speak. You can see now. These are the people they are saying that are innocent people. Look at it. You can see the reason why these people should not even be given a little space, not even the opportunity to to spend a night in their community. Oh, I smell revolution. If nothing is done, I smell revolution. I smell revolution. President Mobari is gradually dragging the youth to cause revolution. And if care is not taken, I tell you, what TB Joshua prophesied in 2013 will come to pass. You will now see that the leaders, they will be the one running helter skelter, raising their legs up, looking for where to hide. Oh, they will not see. They will not see, I bet you. Let them continue doing what they are doing. Eyes are seeing them. Eyes are seeing them. Because when the youth takes action, I'm afraid, even they themselves will not be able to withstand it. They won't be able to withstand it. Because the youth are becoming calm now. Nobody wants to respect themselves. They don't want to respect themselves. Instead, they keep laying ambush on innocent citizens. Now, if they take decision, they will say that the people have started. Abi? It is good that this is happening, so that everyone will be seeing the so-called Fulani that the president Muhammadu Buhari is giving opportunity to stay. And that is why I will never be against the decision of Akeredolu on this hoodlums called Fulani herdsmen, because they have overstayed. They have overstayed their welcome. See what the havoc they are causing everywhere in the community, in the streets. See people that are dying in numbers, for crying out loud. Why? And for what reason? For what reason? Are we no longer human beings? Are we not Nigerians? Why this injustice? Why this wickedness? They said that now that they are the owner of Nigeria, that they have been existing in Nigeria for over 250 years. So for that reason, nobody can chase them out of Nigeria. That they are the owner of all the forests in Nigeria. My viewers, you can see that the revolution giving is now coming to pass. Fulani people are claiming to be the true owner of Nigeria. That is what they are claiming as we are speaking right now. That is their claim, and that is why they can enter any community without any notice. That is why they can invade any forest, any farm, without anybody's notice. Oh, I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid, because what I am seeing is beyond reasonable doubts. And you too will see it, and you will marvel. The president doesn't know what is about to cause. He doesn't, because if only he knows, he would have changed the situation. Well, my viewers, what is your take and your feel concerning this? Give me free to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.